it for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Flacco's throw taken in by Pringle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Flacco. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Cousins now from the 50. Complete. Smith has it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Cousins now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Oh, that one got got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Cousins to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 20-yard line.
Leave it, bring up 48. Check 37. First.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point safely through. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Not here.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Setting up to throw, Flacco. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Breaks through the contact. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Hey, check. 3 down. Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the slant. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Flacco is going to let this one go deep. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. And a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Check. Hey, get. Line out. Tight dog.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Watch the run.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they